Good day, I am Madeline Florido of the IT11. This is my flowchart simulation. Number 2, write a flowchart to check and display if a given positive number is a multiple of 3 or a multiple of 7. So this is my flowchart and my variables are n, which stands for number, and n modulo 3 equals 0. Modulo is used to determine if the division of the two numbers is equals to 0 remainder. So next variable is n modulo 7 equals 0, and last is output. So first we have to input a number. So my input is number 3. Then next step is n modulo 3 equals 0, which is the value of n is 3. So 3 divided by 3 is equals to 1, right? So there's no remainder. Then is 3 modulo 3 equals 0? Yes. Dahil yes, we have to print the multiple of 3. So, after printing the multiple of 3, we have to determine if it is multiple of 7. So, we have to go in this way, and is n modulo 7 equals 0. So, when you divide 3 divided by 7, you will get 0 and the remainder of 3. So, the answer is no. So, we have to stop. Next example is 5. We input a 5. Next step is 5 divided by 3. So, if you divide 5 divided by 3, you're gonna get a 1 and a remainder of 2. So, the answer is no. Then we will check if it's multiple of 7. So the value of n is 5. 5 divided by 7. If you divide 5 and 7, we're gonna get a 0 and a remainder of 5. So it's a no. Because it's a no, we have to stop in there. And there's no output in there. So next example is 14. We have the input of 14, and next, if we divide 14 and 3, we're gonna get an answer of 4 and a remainder of 2. So the answer is no. Then check if it's multiple of 7. 14 divided by 7, we're gonna get a 2 and a remainder of 0. So the answer is yes. So we will print a multiple of 7. And stop. Next example is we input a 21. So next is 21. If we divide 21 divided by 3, we're gonna get 7 and a remainder of 0. So the answer is yes. So we will print a multiple of 3. And we're gonna check if it's a multiple of 7. So 21 divided by 7, you're gonna get an answer of 3 and a remainder of 0. So the answer is yes. So print multiple of 7. And stop. Next is number 3. Write a flowchart to check and display whether a number is prime or not. So our variable for number 3 is n, stands for number, and a variable of I, and count. Then I less than or equals n. Then n modulo I equals to 0. Count equals count plus 1. I equals I plus 1. Count equals 2. And lastly, output. In this problem, we can see that whether a number. So we have to initialize a number, and there's no input in this. So I put a number here which is 3. So the value of our n is 3, and the value of our I is 1, and the value of our count is 0. Next is I less than or equals to n. So our I is 1 and our n is 3. So 1 is less than or equals to 3, yes. So 1 is less than to 3, so the answer is yes. Then proceed to the n modulo I equals to 0. So our n is 3 and our I is 1. So 3 modulo 1 is equal to 0. Since if you divide 3 divided by 1, you're gonna get a answer of 3 and a remainder of 0. So the answer is yes. So we have to proceed. So count equals count plus 1. So our count here, the value of our count is 0. So 0 plus 1 equals 1. Yung 1 dito is ilalagay na natin dito sa value ng count dito. So, let's proceed. I equals I plus 1. So, ang value ng I natin dito is 1. So, 1 plus 1 equals 2. So, ang 2 dito ay ilagay na natin dito sa value ng I. So, babalik ulit tayo dito sa I less than or equals to n. So, ang value ng I na natin ay 2. So, 2 is less than 3. So, it's a yes, right? So, let's proceed. Since ang value ng I natin ay 2, so we will divide 3 divided by 2. So, we will get an answer of 1 with a remainder of 1. So, the answer is no. Dahil no, mananatiling 1 ang value ng count natin, kaya ilalagay na natin dito yung value ng count. So, proceed. Dahil nga no to, dediretso na tayo sa I equals I plus 1. So, ang value ng I natin ay 2. So, 2 plus 1 equals 3. Itong 3 na to, ilalagay na natin dito sa I. Then, proceed. Ulit. So, ang value ng I natin ay 3. So, 3 is less than or equals to 3. So, 3 is equals to 3. So, it is yes. So, proceed ulit. Dahil value na natin ay 3 yung I, so kapag divide mo ang 3 divided by 3, makukuha natin sagot ay 1 with a remainder of 0. So, the answer is yes. Then, dahil yes, proceed tayo dito. Ang count natin ay 1. Ang value pa rin ng count natin ay 1 dahil hindi tayo nag-proceed dito. So, 1 plus 1 equals 2. So, ilagay na natin yan sa value ng 2. Value ng count. Next is, dahil ang value ng I is 3 na, ang value ng I natin ay 3, so 3 plus 1 equals 4. Then, ilalagay na natin yung value na ito sa I. So, ayan, 4 na ang value ng I natin. Then, proceed tayo. So, dahil value na natin ay 4, magiging 4 less than or equals to 3. 4 is greater than 3, so it's a no. Right? Then, proceed na tayo. Dahil nag-no na tayo, dito na tayo sa is count equals to 2. Ang value ng count natin dito ay 2. So, 2 is equals to 2. Yes. The answer is yes. Dahil yes, so dito na siya. Mag-print na siya as i-print niya na yung prime. And then, stop na.